today. From Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida, this is Madden NFL 21. We'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is Tony Pollard. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
When he came out of college, I thought his best attribute was being able to break the pocket and make plays in the open field. But watching him develop over the years, you see a guy who can stand in the pocket and deliver excellent throws into tight windows.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And a heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Brady now on first down.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
7 yards, the pickup there.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards it.
Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate. Gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Lions suck up on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over first and 10. At their own
second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Out of the gun, he'll throw.
Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
He was brought down by LeVante.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
39-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. And that one will skip out of bounds as the linesman will mark this thing right at the 15-yard line.
At their own 15.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Alabama, 380. Here we go, D. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 23 yards the pickup there.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. And is that Gronkowski the one slow to get up? Yes. Gronk still down right now. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Brady. Over the middle, complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They'll start with the option. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And Ndamukong Suh makes the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady, and Brate, the tight end's got it. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Operating from the gun, Brady. He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's a third down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now Jones. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Brady. Underneath, he's got Brady. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
He's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bernard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. That's the end.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Cowboys nothing.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. Complete. He finds Brady. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Brady to his tight end, Brady, for the Tampa Bay first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short. Blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 14 yards that time for number 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Step, and he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead.
I'd have to say we're all a little bit surprised there because at his age, with his speed, or should I say lack thereof, the only rushing touchdowns I would expect are on quarterback sneaks. But here, he found all of his guys covered, and he said, why not? And by the way, if that doesn't fire up your team, to see the veteran like that risking his body for the touchdown, I don't know what will.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
Now Pollard. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So 1st and 2nd down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. With it is Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Offense set to begin their next possession. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The Bucs on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
It's not often that you'll find offensive and defensive guys that'll agree on much, but one place they find common ground, you've got to protect or attack the middle of the field. And no one was there. What a big play, moving it downfield.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jones. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Neville Gallimore on the stop.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And Brate has it over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Brady. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Now Jones at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd.
5-yard line.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. Now Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin
as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Boy, so if you are scoring at home, Charles, and God bless you if you are, but that's now 3 drives and 3 touchdowns.
So in a baseball game, wouldn't that wreak havoc on your scorecard?
Yes.
I mean, with all the action that's happening now, how they got here, whatever cliche you want to bring into it, they're locked into a groove, they're clicking on all cylinders. Bottom line, they're piling up the points.
And it is now 21-0. So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Off of play action, he'll look to throw.
Throw left side complete. It's Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer team 6, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point try now for Succop. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now Pollard. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own.
Dak and the Cowboy offense heading back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
Or this, if he doesn't, this is getting out of hand, or it could get worse.
Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Ndamukong Suh in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Here's Brian Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This is Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Jones. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Carlton Davis picks it. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And this offense trotting back onto the field. Let's turn our attention here to Ronald Jones. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Bernard into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. Now the Bucs going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Here's Brady, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, it's Brady. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He had no options downfield there and just chucked it out of bounds.
There was no one open. He was in the pocket. Where was the intentional grounding call?
Oh, you wanted the flag?
Of course I did. I'm a defensive guy. You know that. Where was the flag? The officials point out that someone was in the area. He got away with one.
For the field goal, a 22-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Cowboys nothing. A good that drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He struggled. His team has struggled. You talked to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Prescott now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. There'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
32-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
We welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
On the return. The Bucs take over first and 10.
The spotlight now focuses on the quarterback, and that's Tom Brady. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver. And it results in an incomplete pass.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Mike 48.
To throw again. Brady. Over the middle to Evans. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's Kahn. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
Gronkowski.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Again, it's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Evans has it left side. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now a carry for Bernard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
The ball carrier.
This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Tom Brady to his old Patriot pal, Rob Gronkowski. And this offense continues to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Succop for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And this carries into the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott from the gun. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 45-yard line.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7.
They go to Elliott again. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 35. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Wide open, Amari Cooper. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this 3rd quarter. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. Still comfortably on top 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Evans. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
Well, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where you burn that. 6 figures every year, yeah, earn that. At the front of this.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun. Brady over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another 1st down.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, and they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. And Brake, the tight end's got it. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, four in a game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Here we go. 45 to Mike. 45.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
45, 45, 45, Mike, 45.
They'll run with Elliott. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back 1st down pickups.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 5. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
All day, dog. 55's mine.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
Sideline throw, that's caught. Amari Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And he can't hang on. He had a good shot there for his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Brady gives this one off to Jones.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Staying up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Neville Gallimore breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
48 for Mike.
And Brady going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42.
From the gun, he'll set up to throw.
Completes it right side to Cooper. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
45.
Now Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And this is caught. It's Cooper.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Zeke going to get it on the option. Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door.
They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott hooking up with Amari Cooper. And the Cowboys cut into that lead.
Well, if you've got him in your fantasy league, you like his production, his second touchdown of the game. But right now, his team is trailing. Fortunately, he's playing pretty well and trying to keep him in it.
Yeah, they might need a little more from him here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they continue to call his number. Right now, he needs his defense to step up and give him a chance.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 24. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. In the fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The give is to Jones. Brent Urban there to get him down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
On third down, Bernard, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Here's Bernard. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game of the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys 16. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's Ronald Jones that polishes it off with a touchdown run. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Prescott. He's going to find his running back. It's complete.
Prescott's pass.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Let's go deep, tighten up.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Prescott on 1st down.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
But it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. It brings up 4th down. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Now Prescott on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final score.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.